What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episodes. I know 2 episodes in one day. What's the matter? What's going on? As hopefully you guys know, markets are blowing up right now. They're up 10, 15, 20% throughout all the markets. All the cryptocurrencies are up, exploding in prices. Huge things to come. As you guys know, I made a video a little earlier today that said Bitcoin reversal is happening. And a lot of you guys were like, oh, I don't know if I believe in it, yada, yada, yada. Well, it's happening. And I want to show you guys what's going on and the price ranges we could be reaching within a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Because as you know, we just broke bullish out of our Litecoin fractal, our descending fractal. We have Bitcoin blasting off to major levels. We have Ethereum blasting off to major levels, and XLM looks to be wanting to do so fairly soon. So there's a ton of stuff to be talking about in today's video. Huge moves. I also said that I bought in this morning. I put money into Ethereum super early, expecting and anticipating this potential rebound, and that's exactly what happened. So I want to discuss that and go into that in a second. So lastly, we're doing a $25 Bitcoin giveaway every single Friday. All you guys have to do to enter is comment down below. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, I'm super pumped. I don't even know where to begin today's video. As you guys can see on the channel right here, not only did we just break 11,700 subs, so huge shout out to you. Thank you for subscribing. Definitely make sure to do so and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of these giveaways, as well as crazy, indicators and reasons to buy into crypto and make tons of money doing so. So right now, Bitcoin reversal, literally the video that I just posted this morning, just a couple of hours ago, I said Bitcoin reversal, I bought in, Stellar Lumen's major breakout in play, and Congress loves Bitcoin. So I literally said just a couple of days ago, or just a couple of hours ago, that this could break bullish fairly soon, and that you guys got to be paying attention to what exactly is going on right now. So flash forward to what exactly is happening. As you guys can see, tons of crazy stuff is going on. So in the video earlier today, I did say that there was this bearish fractal that was on the market, and we unfortunately broke down into it. And I noticed a very interesting pattern that you guys should be noticing too, was that we extended the fractal and we're like, oh, interesting, maybe it just needs a longer approach. Well, that's exactly what we did. And guess what? We extended the fractal and we ended up breaking bullish. As you can see here, it's exactly what we're seeing right now. And this is what was anticipated. As you remember, we made a price range of a percentage gain of about 20%. And that is exactly what we just saw right now. So this is huge news, guys. And this is a great way to potentially make money. Also, we noticed that there was that reversal and that blue band on the MACD crossing over the orange, which was another, potentially good indicator of a break to the upside. Ethereum was the biggest giveaway for me, as though we hit the bottom, we hit rock bottom and we're heading up. Basically because, Ethereum has been trading within these channels right here with a resistance of 196 and a support of 157. Basically, we've been trading in between there every single time. Now notice that I started to notice that when we hit bottom here, that was a good signal to be buying in anticipation for a reversal or a retracement back up to the top, retesting potentially 197. I also noticed that we were fairly close on the MACD, which was another great indicator on the 4-hour to buy in, at least in terms of mine, also showing me that we were also oversold. So that was another great indicator of potentially seeing, a bullish break to the upside. Now, even though this is small and a lot of people were anticipating, or, they want to see a 155 to, $2,000 Ethereum, that's just not likely. And I want to explain to you guys why that there is still money to be made in a market, even if we're trading in between here. This is fairly predictable. Every time, we touch down to this bottom, it's a signal to buy in, and we sell off when we get closer to the top. We sell off, we wait to the bottom, we buy in, we sell off when we hit to the top. It's a very simple, method of trading, and I want to show you guys what exactly I did. So just recently, did I buy into Ethereum? I told you guys this morning I put $800 into Ethereum, and as you guys can see, I sold off at the price of 181. I believe the coin this morning on Ethereum, we was down about 160. It was $160. I sold at 180, which is a $20 jump per Ethereum that I owned, and I owned a little over 4. I think I owned around 5 to 4.5 to 5 Ethereum, somewhere in between that, which was an instant profit of around $150. Literally like this, so easy. Now with a USD total of $912. Very simple, within a matter of hours, literally me going to college, going to class, betting this morning, the video this morning, and then taking profits right now was the easiest $115, $120 that I made, overnight, or not even overnight, in a couple of hours, which is a great profit and a great way to, make money. Now, this is only on $800. Imagine if I put $8,000 in, that would have been the easiest grand or $1,000 or $1,200 I've ever made in literally 7 hours, which is absolutely phenomenal. The other thing I wanted to point out to you guys was this Litecoin breakout that we're starting to see. Litecoin now officially breaking out of its major descending fractal. This is huge, guys. We have not been able to break this top resistance in quite some time. A couple of indicators as to why I decided to sell now I want to get into. Not only are we starting to see becoming overbought on the 4-hour, I'll move back into the daily. We're starting to see, we look good all in terms of long-term movements. I'll probably be buying back in fairly soon, but you can see the downtrend right here. We're starting to see this confirmation of a break. What I need to, reassure myself that we're headed up to higher levels is for today's candle to close and tomorrow's candle to start outside of this descending fractal. If indeed I do see movement outside of this fractal, we're in the mood or in the market for some major volume to come into play. Notice this is the most volume we've seen in quite some time here on the channel, and this is huge. This is a huge opportunity, guys, and that's pretty much what I've been saying. I've been saying at the end of this, we're pretty much expecting to see some massive volume come into the market. That's exactly what's been happening. So great news, huge shout out, Bitcoin especially. Like, I am so blown away from the massive, breakout that we just saw from literally a price level of $7,400. We shot all the way up to $8,700, which is a $1,300 jump and about 18% in literally, I'd say 7 to 8 hours. This is massive. Another thing to point out is on the 4-hour, the reason I sold is because we're starting to enter overbought. Not only that, we're extremely overextended on the MACD, and we're starting to see that consolidation and retracement down. So that was another indicator as to why I decided to sell off, specifically with Ethereum, the coin that I've been trading or starting to trade this morning. This was a great indicator, noticing that we were bottomed off right here and we started to head back up. We hit the high-low MMA, which is obviously a huge resistance, but more so we started to enter the overbought market on the 4-hour. Take it into consideration, I sold at 181 and we're currently trading at 180, so I sold off about right here. I could have sold higher, maybe even 187. I wasn't aware of this. You guys can set indicators or price alerts when we do reach levels like this, but this was a huge prediction that I was trying to figure out and decide and wait for. So this was huge. You guys can make trades like this too. If you guys watched this morning's video, it was a great opportunity investment. I did just sell off. So that is why I took profits. There's no problem with taking profits. Like I like to say, or I don't even know how to word it. It's like potential losses is not necessarily a bad thing. I guess investing in a market and losing money is a lot worse than not investing in the market and not making, $1,000, because we always have chances to make the $1,000. And I personally like to reassure myself when I invest. I try to invest when the market is 95% positive that we are starting to head up. I know some people like to take risks and they'll invest when there's a 20% chance we head up. Sometimes they'll win. A lot of times they'll lose, and I'm not the type. I'm a very conservative trader, so when indeed we do find reasons to head upwards, that's when I invest in. And I'd like to share with you guys a little bit more of those buy low, sell highs type of tactics that I'm using, but this is huge, guys, and I really wanted to bring that to your attention and share that with you. Lastly, XLM right here, very interesting. We're starting to see a break to the downside, which I usually like to say that ascending triangles tend to break bearish. The only reason I wanted to say we weren't was looking at the previous ascending triangle that we had, which broke us bullish. We are starting to see that downtrend right there. There's a possibility that we could reverse back upwards, but very interesting. The markets are acting inversely. Let's check out the coin market cap. You can see XLM, wherever XLM tends to be. Am I missing it? Stellar right here, it's up 5%. So very interesting to see that we're starting to reverse on here, kind of acting indifferent, not only hitting the high-low MMA, but reversing negatively, bouncing downwards on the resistance that we have here. Let's see how low we go. But the markets look great right now. On the 4-hour, we're okay. On the daily, here's another major indicator. So notice a couple of things. We're starting to get very close to resistance up here. This is another major reason why I decided to sell. And I don't want you guys to FOMO buy in because you probably will lose money, and I'm no financial advisor, but it doesn't make sense to. Not only were we hitting the oversold line on the daily, but notice how this massive downtrend is cutting the market, and we are fairly close to retesting the top of this resistance. The one indicator that I do have, and the one means of, news for you guys, is there's always another time to invest in, and I'll share that with you, of course. Notice how we did hit the bottom, 100,000% reassuring us that this is a huge support. This is a massive support, and I'm so excited to say that. And what that tells me now is we could potentially hit here, and we're probably going to hit back down once again, then inevitably swing up, trade into here. We could see a big boom heading into 2020. Otherwise, that will wrap up today's video. I wanted to share that news with you guys. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're doing a giveaway every Friday for $25 of free Bitcoin. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.